We are going to start today with talking about the Warrior Way and the 4 R's. The Warrior Way. Throughout the week in your classrooms, you have been introduced to CHAMPS. These are the expectations for behavior in classrooms for each of the activities that take place there. In the shared areas of Lava Ridge, like the cafeteria, the hallways, and the gym, we also have expectations. Here at Lava Ridge, we follow the Warrior Way. We are responsible, respectful, and safe. Throughout the school and in your school buses, you will see posters that explain these expectations to you. Starting next week, as teachers notice that you are going above and beyond the Warrior Way, they will be able to award you gold points. Each teacher has a barcode scanner that they will use to scan your ID card and award you a point. These points can be used to purchase items from the Warrior Way Mart. To start the year, the store will be operating virtually, with students looking at the inventory online and placing their order. Student leadership will then fulfill your order and deliver it to you or let you know that it can be picked up in the office. Look for more information on the store next week. In order to receive points, it is important that you have your ID with you. The 4 R's.
Good morning, this is Mr. Bozarth. Just want to talk to you guys a little bit today about expectations in the classroom. All of you have probably had an opportunity to see CHAMPS posters in your classrooms. Those are basically the basic expectations for behaviors in each of your classrooms. But what happens if a student chooses not to follow or adhere to the CHAMPS expectations? I just want to go over that a little bit because we're going to have a common approach for all classrooms at Lava Ridge, and this applies on the bus as well. So the first thing is we've got what's called the 4 R's. She's going to put a graphic up here, and the 4 R's stand for if a student is disobeying the rules, or maybe they're being too loud or whatever, the teacher will first come up and remind you of the rule. Second, if you continue to have that behavior breaking the rule, they will then come up and redirect you, which means, hey, I need you to stop talking or blurting out in class and get writing your notes and listening to the teacher as I teach. If you were to continue that behavior, breaking those rules, then they would relocate you to the back of the classroom or to another seat in the classroom. Now, this is important, students. If you get relocated, it still has not reached the parent or the office level yet. But if you continue at that point when you're in timeout to break the rules or to be difficult, then you will be put into another classroom or sent to the office for reflection. What they'll do is they'll give you what's called a behavior think sheet. They're going to put that up here as well. The behavior think sheet is just going to ask you to respond to these 4 questions. Number 1, why were you asked to move? To get you to kind of think about what behaviors are you doing that's breaking what rules. Number 2, who is being affected by your behavior? Usually it's classmates or neighbors or teachers, and you're kind of hijacking the experience and affecting other people a lot of times. The third question is, what is your plan to improve your behavior? And then the fourth one is, what are you going to do now to make things better? The key of the think sheet is you will then need to review what you've put down there with your teacher, and then here's the kicker. You gotta go home and have a parent sign it. The teacher will call your parent to make sure they know that it's coming home, and then when this comes back to school, it then comes to me in my office, and that is considered basically an office referral. So we want to just give you a chance, students, that if you're starting to misbehave, the teachers will first remind you and redirect you. They might relocate you. When you get to that level, make sure that you stop, because the next step does go to parents and it goes to the office as well. That's going to be our new approach in all classrooms and on the bus at Lava Ridge. Thanks.
Now we're going to learn about one of our school safety drills, the evacuation drill. The purpose of an evacuation drill is to provide safety whenever it is determined that it is safer outside the building than in it. The alert signal is the fire alarm. If you ever hear the alarm, you need to evacuate in an orderly manner. When the alarm sounds, students will line up by the door and wait for the teacher's directions to leave. The teacher will grab their emergency backpack and will put on their orange vest. They will then lead the class out according to their prearranged exit route. Classes will exit quietly in a single file line. Please follow the teacher's directions. During a fire drill, you do not need to follow the one-way direction in the hallway or on the stairs. Please use both sides of the hallway and the stairs to exit the building quickly. Once you are outside, you'll head to the backfield on the west side of the building. We line up by classroom numbers. They are painted on the track if you can't find yours. Please follow your teacher's direction and sit down in line. The teacher will take roll and will stand at the front of the line when they are done. Teachers will be recording on their red accounting sheet who is missing. They will hold up their green card if all students are present. Stay in your place and wait until you have the all clear before returning to the building. If the alarm goes off during lunchtime or before school starts, students will evacuate the building and report to their fourth period teacher. We're going to practice today. There will be an evacuation drill sometime in the last part of advisory class.